And moving on to the Philadelphia 76ers. We're coming off a big win against the Boston Celtics on Monday night. Had all of Philly pretty giddy after that game, beating the Celtics. Now up in the head-to-head matchup against Boston 2-1. Guys, like the Sixers, they're 7-4, still trending towards the top of the conference. VJ, he's kind of hit a little bit of a slump lately, but Paul George should be coming back pretty soon. How are we feeling about the Sixers right now?
Call me when it's playoffs.
Dang, Drew.
You sound like Troy.
I
just
mean,
want to
No,
this is a fun team.
No, hold on, Noah. You've been watching the Sixers, Noah?
We'll stop watching the game at halftime.
Edwards.
As soon as the third started, they started losing. Like they were giving up the lead, and it was like I've seen that the Sixers are like the worst team in the NBA in the third quarter.
The worst, the absolute worst, which we'll get into.
Like every other quarter, it's like second, and like fifth or something. And for some reason, like coming out of halftime, like they just play terribly. I don't know what that is. But I've been watching. I didn't watch last game.
I think they get complacent.
What do you think?
So I watched the game, and I watched the last few games. I know you guys are sick of it. I'm going to go back to Kelly Oubre just for a quick second. Bear with me.
Oh my gosh.
Besides Maxey, he's the most and their record is kind of where I thought it would be. I would hope it would be. Besides Maxey, Kelly Oubre is the most consistent player on the team. You've had, Watford had his moment. You had Justin Edwards have his moment yesterday. Quentin Bryant's done like some good things, but hasn't been super consistent. Bonet had a good game. Dominic Barlow, I don't know if he's ever coming back, but he had his one game. No one has been super. You can count on them every game to perform at a level, contribute to winning level. The only two people that have been doing it have been Maxey and Kelly Oubre. To me, he's the most value bang for your buck player on the team. Rebounds, guards the best player, not afraid to take a tough shot. Got the game-winning basket yesterday. Every game, he's this consistent. And I'm not saying he's a perfect player because he's not. I know I can see Troy his mind going all the mistakes that Kelly Oubre has done.
The smoke.
I'm not saying he's perfect. What I am saying is he's super consistent. And this, the 7, what are they, 7-4? I mean, yeah, that's
he's a huge
decent
part
record.
of that.
And he's a huge part of that. So I wanted to shout out Kelly because I think to me he's been besides Maxey, the MVP 2 on the team.
I love it. Kelly has one of his worst games of the year, and Chuck comes singing his praises. Just goes to show you how much Chuck loves Kelly Oubre.
He got to a game-winning basket yesterday. He did have his one.
Yeah, he did. He just didn't have a great shooting game.
Still played great defense.
Yeah.
I don't think he played great defense. I think he played the best defense, perimeter defense on a Sixer. But it's not like he's shutting people down.
Fine.
He's not shutting Jaylen Brown down. He's not
Press.
Kawhi Leonard out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
But it says something that.
But I have to agree. I agree. Listen, I have to agree.
Wow.
You're right. He has been, for the most part, very consistent. I think a little bit his shooting is coming back down to earth right now. He was scorching hot earlier in the season.
Mm-hmm.
His shooting's not been great the past couple of games. But to your point, Chuck, it doesn't affect his effort in other areas. It doesn't affect his rebounding. It doesn't affect his defense. And he's never going to stop shooting, which in a way I like. I wish he would take smarter shots. I think I said in our chat that him and Grimes have the combined IQ of 47 out there on the basketball court, and I don't want to see them out there for long stretches together. But all that aside, his effort never wanes, which I truly do like about him. VJ, you mentioned VJ earlier. I just think it's him being a rookie. He's still trying to figure this league out. He's trying to figure out his own game within this league. I think he's a little tired. Nick Nurse has been playing him and Maxey major minutes. He's probably tired. The back-to-backs, he's probably never seen so many games in such a short period of time, right? So I think all that combined, he's taking a step back, but I'm not worried about him at all.
Did you hear Reggie's comments last night about him? The league got a scouting report on him now, so they kind of know how to play him, and now it's his turn to kind of adjust.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Correct.
And yes, you're absolutely right. I also think he's been playing a lot of minutes. Him, Kelly, and Maxey, and you can see all of their performances kind of just coming down and down. I think it was last podcast Noah had asked, like, why do you want to take the ball out of Maxey's hands? Like, this is a perfect reason why. Like, it gives him a little bit of rest, but it does make the defense work a little bit because they have to kind of chase him around. But it just, like, it's less of like a mental and physical load on Maxey if you can just take it out of his hands. That's why I was hoping Watford would be that person, but after that triple-double,
he has been.
It was magnificent. He just hasn't.
Listen, but you can't expect him.
I never said that.
You can't expect Wofford to come in with a triple-double every game. That's not him. But the fact that he's able to run an offense and keep the ball out of Maxey's hand, it helps. I don't care if he scores 6 points and has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. The fact that he's able to start the offense, I'm fine with. Like, I don't expect him to have a 16 rebound triple-double.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it at all. I'm expecting him to, like, initiate the offense so Maxey doesn't have to as much. And I'm hoping McCain gets back to a point where he could do it too.
I never said that, like, Maxey shouldn't play off ball, but you guys were acting like we need someone to come, like, be the on ball player all the time so Maxey could just run around off ball the whole time. Like, that's what I said. Like, that's how you guys are acting. We have one of the best offensive in the NBA right now, with Maxey being the lead ball handler and initiator.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
for some reason you guys are still talking about him playing off ball. Like, what are we talking about?
No, I don't think he has the. He's a small dude. Like, he can't keep that up for 82 games. He just can't do it. You already see he's all kind of wearing down a little bit. He leads the league in minutes. He can't, like, control, like, have the ball in his hand that much.
Noah, if you notice, and I think I mentioned this a couple of podcasts ago, teams are playing full court against us. They're picking Maxey up full court, right? They're treating him like he's Steph Curry.
Yeah.
So getting the ball out of his hands as much as possible is probably good for him. What I would like to see, instead of that 3-man weave offense that we seem to do at the 3-point line, run a split action, especially when Embiid's back. If they're going to treat him like Steph Curry, then damn it, take some plays from Golden State. Take some Steph Curry plays from Golden State. Run a split action, throw the ball in the post with, I don't know, Trent and Wofford, right? Have him set a screen for Maxey coming off the screen as quick as Maxey is. That's going to open up a whole multitude of offensive options for the Sixers.
Troy, that makes a question.
Yeah.
That makes a good question. And I want you to really think about it before you answer.
Okay.
The team as a whole, the totality of the team, the record, the injuries that they've had, obviously Embiid being out, arguably their best player. I don't want your initial reaction because I know that's going to be. If you want us to come back to you, we can. But what do you think of Nurse's performance so far? Taking everything in account.
Everything in account, I would say slightly above average. Very slightly above average. There have been some issues that I've had with Nurse. Mostly it's with the amount of minutes that he's been given certain players.
sometimes I don't understand his lineups. But on the flip side, there were times early in the season where I didn't understand his lineups and they worked. Like, why is he bringing Drummond in at this point in time? And Drummond changed the game. Why is he bringing Justin Edwards in? I think it was the game against Charlotte. He brought Justin Edwards and Drummond in, and they totally flipped that game. But I questioned at the time why he was doing it. So I still have a lot of
Yeah,
questions about Nurse.
I
He's
loved your
done.
point. I loved your point about the Embiid minutes in the Chicago game. Why are you bringing him in cold with 6 minutes to
12
go
minutes.
and then run the offense through him? That was a great point. I thought that was I didn't understand that either. I didn't think of it at
But
the
like
time necessarily, but I thought
he's
it was
made
good.
some good moves, but he's also made some boneheaded moves like that, like the Embiid thing. So,
Yeah.
I think he's been slightly above average. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't understand the third quarter malaise from this team.
Yeah.
I really don't. Every other
I
quarter,
think
they're
that's
number one in the fourth quarter, but in the third quarter, they're trash, right? But here, let me make this point. Here's where I think Paul George comes into play. Paul George is not going to be a focused player on this team. At this point in time, he's just not. But if we're having problems with the third quarter, maybe that's the time that we try to get Paul George going. Maybe Paul George, he only averages 15 points a game, but he gets 11 of them in the third quarter because he seems to be the type of player where he can settle things down. Things are going a little bit too fast. You know what? Let's run the offense through Paul George and see what he can do. And the reason why I think that, because I go back to Drew, you're gonna love this. I go back to the '89 Pistons, and Chuck, you didn't see that playoff run that they had, but James Edwards, the first 8 minutes of the game,
James
they just threw
Edwards.
the ball into James Edwards.
Who the heck is James Edwards?
Exactly. He was their center.
I know who he is.
He was their center, and and his shot was money. They would come and throw a rubber screen. He'd just come off that screen, pull up for a 15-foot jump shot. It was cash every time.
Yeah.
They would just run that for him. He would do nothing the rest of the game. But he'd have like 15 points. That was their focus. They need to focus something like that for Paul George because he's not going to be a 25-point scorer anymore. He's not.
Hold on. Troy, how can you say that like Paul George isn't going to be like a big part of the offense? He's getting paid $300 million to be on our team.
It doesn't matter. He should have never been paid that, Noah.
And you guys are talking about
take the money away.
And you guys are talking about how you
Noah,
don't.
you got to take the money away.
I'm not talking about the money anymore. You guys are talking about you want Trendon Watford, and who else were you guys saying to handle the ball for Maxey and stuff, but you won't let Paul George do it. You trust Trendon Watford.
I just said we're going to run the offense through Paul George in the third quarter. In the first quarter, it's not going to happen. In the second quarter, it's not going to happen. There are too many people to feed to give the ball to a 35-year-old guy playing on one leg.
I don't think there's not
going to. I don't care how much money he makes.
I don't think there's that many people. There's not that many people to feed.
Listen, you're going to have to pick your spots for Paul George. I think a spot to pick would be in the third quarter. Obviously, we have problems scoring in the third quarter. Paul George, listen, you may get a couple shots in the first half. Third quarter is all yours. All yours.
We're going to tell Paul George that, we don't need you the whole game, but in the third quarter, we need you to turn it on right now because
are you missing Paul George at this point in time? I'm not missing Paul George right now.
I think we can use Paul.
I watched the Sixers. I do not miss Paul George. I do not wish he was on the court.
I mean, I really never watched Paul George play, so I wouldn't really know. So I actually don't know. But I think we could definitely use him. We could definitely use him on defense 100%. We can't guard anyone.
No, I don't disagree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that. All I'm saying is that offensively, make Paul George the hub in the third quarter, only because we seem to have a problem scoring. No matter who's on the court, doesn't matter if Embiid plays or he doesn't play. Our third quarter sucks. Maybe Paul George can help us out there. Maybe that's where he earns his $300 million.
Yeah, I think the truth is that. Troy, I liked your assessment of Nurse. I think that's fair, a little above average. I don't know what to do with the third quarter. I guess Paul George couldn't hurt. Like, it couldn't be any worse than what they're doing in the third quarter.
I'm just saying, just try it. Let's just try it out.
Okay, why are we acting like Paul George is like a curse to the game of basketball right now?
I don't think that.
He's not. But at this point in time, has he been a blessing or a curse to the Sixers?
I wouldn't know. He's not on the court, so I wouldn't know.
To me, that's a curse. You're spending $300 million for a guy who's not on the court, who hasn't been on the court.
So we're going to drain every single penny of the $300 million we're paying him on the court. That's what we're going to need from him. Not just the third quarter.
No, I'm confused. How do you want us to use? How do you want them to use them? Then I'm confused. What do you want?
This whole like Paul George like just being like useful in the third quarter thing. Like I don't like that.
No, I think he's saying he's trying something. Throw him out there.
I didn't. That's not what I said. Paul George may score 10 points in the first quarter. I don't know. All I know is that in the third quarter, let's focus him. Let's make him the focus.
Let's make him the number one option.
And saying we have like too many mouths to feed, like we really don't. Like sometimes we just end like our offensive possessions, like it's like someone just ends up with the ball and they just make a move. It's not like we're like, oh, we're gonna get him a touch here so we can get a bucket. Like we don't have a lot of mouths to feed. When
Embiid's out there,
when Embiid plays every other game and he plays 25 minutes a game, like that's the only person who really needs demands the ball. The other pieces are just pieces that help when they need help.
That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. But again, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying focus Paul George for the third quarter. I don't care if he scores 20 points in the first quarter. Like he could score 20 points on all threes. But in the third quarter, because we have problems and because he can do so many different things, let's put the ball in his hands and see how that works out. Maybe that helps the team become a better third quarter squad.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's unreasonable, and it can't hurt. And then Maxi's our closer. He's the one that should be like getting the most touches, most shots at crunch time, the whole fourth quarter. But you can't lean on that little. Maxi's shorter than you, Noah. Like he can't like carry the team the whole game. So I'll try anything.
Paul George, like this player you guys are saying that could like take the load off Maxey and be a ball dominant. Like this, it's literally Paul George. Like what? And helps us on defense. Like this is literally the player that we need on the team. And you guys are like, oh,
Noah, but Noah. Here, my thing about you saying that is Paul George. It's not Paul. It's not Paul George from 10 years ago. The man's 35 years old. His body's probably closer to 40. So he's not going to be able to do a lot of the things that you think do before.
Okay, when I watched the games last year, and I gave up pretty early, but some of the games I watched with Paul George, I thought he did a great job of initiating the offense, and he was making great passes, great decisions, and
why don't you think he'd be able to do that in the third quarter?
He does, but he's
probably
frustrated that you want to subject him to just the third quarter.
No, what I think Troy's saying is
maybe
the third quarter. I'm not saying just the third quarter. I'm saying in the third quarter, let's go to him to try something to get us out of this malaise that we seem to have in the third quarter.
I just think if we get him involved the whole game, he helps throughout the whole game, then maybe that third quarter we won't have those issues because guys won't be. I don't know what the issue is, honestly. I have no clue what the issue is. Maybe guys are burnt out or something, or like things just get bland. That's another piece where the other guys, it takes a little load off of them, so maybe they can perform better in the third quarter as a whole team.
I think
That's
they're just
fair.
a little overconfident they're usually up at halftime. They were up 10 against the Celtics. Like, oh, we got this. They're a little short-handed. We got this, and they just let their foot off the gas, and Boston came back.
See, and here's another thing why I think it would help, because Paul George has been there, done that. He's 35 years old. He doesn't really want to play fast at this point in time. A lot of times in the third quarter, if you notice, it's Maxey, it's VJ, it's Oubre, Grimes, whatever. They get the ball and they're playing too fast. They're taking the shots that are too quick. There's no one on the team that's like, all right, let's slow this down and run this play. Maybe that's where Paul George comes in.
Can we just move off Paul George real quick? I just have a couple questions.
Please, thank you.
Did anyone notice that Quentin Grimes fired his agent? Did you guys see that?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, he fired his agent.
No. When, today?
I heard it yesterday. So I just found that interesting. The vibes are still good with him, but I don't know what he's planning. Maybe his agent gave him some bad advice, like, you're the man, you're gonna get $40 million. Don't take anything less, and he wound up getting 8. So maybe he's just pissed off. And I guess my last question is, like, I know, Troy, you brought this up. Do you see VJ doesn't seem to be like attacking the rim as much as he did the first few games? I mean, do you see him getting out of this?
He can't get past anyone.
It does seem like that, right? You don't think he's selling for threes?
I do. He does. He is, but I think you made a good point. Like, there's a scouting report on him now, right? He's a rookie. He doesn't have the bandwidth to kind of figure this out on the fly. Like, it's going to take him some time to figure everything out that he's going through, to figure this league out. So, again, I'm not worried about it. I love the fact that he still takes. He's not afraid. He is not afraid to play. He's not afraid to take shots. Defensively, he frustrates me because he can't seem to stay in front of his man, which in Maxey either. That frustrates the hell out of me. But other than that, I believe that that's because he's tired, right? I truly believe that he's tired. And listen, he needs a rest. He'll get that rest.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, that was a good point.
I'm not.
It's funny though. I liked his defense. The two constants for me has been, like, he's been competing on defense, and he's been creating a little bit on offense. He's not attacking as much.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't compete. Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't compete. He does compete. Like, he had a huge block against Jaylen Brown, coming from the weak side. He does compete. It's just the fact that for whatever reason, guys are getting by him, and then he's fouling them. So
yeah,
he'll get better at it.
Yeah, that's encouraging. I know it's going to come. Just a little. I think you're right. He needs some rest. Hopefully we become whole again. I don't know if we're ever going to see this team whole. Have you guys heard an update about Embiid at all?
Barlow?
No, Embiid. Any update on his name?
Yeah, he's day to day. Yeah, he's day to day. Nothing structural. It's day to day. It's his right knee. It's the other knee. So whatever. It's probably overcompensating.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Was that out there? Are you speculating, or did you hear that? Maybe it might be overcompensating.
No, I saw it. I saw a report.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I forgot where I saw it, but I did see it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Okay.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say that I was right about Trent Watford and saying that he should start at the power forward position.
Cope, he had one good game.
No, he's had multiple.
He had one good game.
Before we end the podcast, you guys are starting Trendon Watford over Paul George.
Before
he's going back to the Paul George thing.
No, he should. I think Kelly should go to the bench.
No.
Why is Kelly going to the bench?
Wait, Chuck's about to have a conniption. Hold on, let's watch.
I'm not going to connection. I'm in the process of bedazzling my Kelly Oubre jersey. So why is he going to the bench?
Like I said before,
He might.
I don't.
Like
I don't know if Kelly should go to the. I don't know if Kelly should go to the bench. I don't know if Kelly should go to the bench.
Cole, give me your lineup. If the team's
like I said,
full,
he's their best
what's your
perimeter
lineup?
defender.
Maxey, VJ, Paul George, Trendon Watford, Joel Embiid. Like I said before, Trendon Watford elevates the play of those around him, and I'd like to see that with Paul George when he comes back.
Fine, I'll take that. I think Watford and George kind of like do the same thing, but I guess it doesn't hurt.
How?
Trendon Watford and Paul George?
Yeah.
How?
They're both kind of that point forward type thing. That's
So
fine.
Noah, you don't like Watford?
I like Watford.
Noah, you don't like Watford?
I like Watford, but I just wanted to know, like, are you guys starting? It feels like everyone hates Paul George.
Can I ask you a question?
You guys are starting Paul George.
What do you expect? What do you expect from Paul George? What do you
All I
expect
know
from
is
Paul
that
George when he comes back?
This awful season that Paul George had last year, like, is better than like what Kelly Oubre is doing right now. Like, Kelly Oubre's career year is Paul George a one leg.
This is not his career year. He's having
Kelly has been
18
more
points a game.
efficient, though. I think Kelly has been more
he's
efficient
playing-
than Paul was last.
He's having 18 points a game, and he's playing like first team defense. He's playing great defense.
No,
first team defense.
Noah has a point with the point
I say third team. I say third team defense.
13. Fine, third team.
First team defense.
Noah has a point with his points.
Noah, you're not giving Oubre credit. And listen, Oubre frustrates the hell out of me, but you got to give him credit. He is
I love Kelly Oubre. I love
very well. He's been very consistent.
He's not.
But he's not. He's not Paul George. He's not.
I didn't say he wasn't.
No, who's your lineup if everyone's whole?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. Like I know he's not Paul George, but I don't know what Paul George you're expecting when he comes back. Like you expect him to be able to score 25 a game, and
I expect him to be slightly better than that. I expect him to be slightly better.
7 assists.
He's just better than what we have now.
18, 5, and 5.
Better than what?
Better than what we have now at that position.
18, 5, and 5.
He'll be an upgrade. He'll be an immediate upgrade.
And that's like low balling it.
No, give me your lineup.
I don't think that's low balling it.
What's your lineup, Noah? Just say it.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Maxey, VJ. Like, I don't want to have. Like, you want Kelly Oubre and Paul George on the court at the same time, Dad? Like, you want that?
No, I know that's not gonna happen.
Like, I feel like they're like similar. Like, they like.
Why couldn't that happen?
They're same size, and neither of them like are like good. Like, they don't.
What?
I feel like we need a better rebounder.
Kelly rebound. It depends on the squad too.
Kelly
Like,
rebounds good
if
for
you're
his position, yes, but like not for.
If you're playing Detroit or the Knicks,
not
maybe
not when you're starting Joel Embiid. Like,
all right, so optimal starting five. We're talking optimal starting five.
What's your lineup?
Maxey, VJ, George, I guess Watford, maybe Barlow if we ever see him ever, and Embiid.
My lineup would be Embiid, Barlow, Paul George, Oubre, and I would bring VJ off the bench.
Bring VJ off the bench.
I would bring VJ off the bench because it gives him a rest. It gives him a chance to watch the game, to see how the game is going, to see how the game is being played, and he can kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah,
at least I would start it out that way.
I don't mind that, but the
if
problem
it doesn't work with Oubre at the 2 end.
So do you think that's sustainable, Dad, for the whole season, or is that something you would just try?
No, I don't know. That I don't know. That's what I would try if everything was whole.
I just think if it would feel like a demotion for him, in a way. I don't know how he would handle it. I'm sure he would probably handle it good, but it would feel like a demotion. What's that? Yeah, I think it would feel like a demotion.
Maybe he would embrace that.
Yeah, it's possible.
Maybe he would embrace it because he knows he's tired.
Yeah.
So, listen, I would try it out. He's a rookie. Like, he'll get over it. He'll be a starter in this league for a long time.
Yeah. Nurse has a lot to.
Yeah. And VJ.
What'd you say?
I said Nurse has a lot to kind of
figure out.
Deal with. Yeah, figure out.
Figure out.
I promise this is my last question. Andre Drummond. What's your thoughts? anybody's thoughts on?
He's been pretty awesome lately.
I think
he's playing okay.
he's been he's been very good. And I think he saved us a couple of games.
Yeah.
You can't if you're down 6 points and they're going on a run. I don't want to see Andre Drummond 3 from the corner. I'm sorry. I don't care how open he is.
He was open. That brother was open, Troy.
I don't care. When the other team's going on a run, you want to shoot your 3 in the first minute of the game, that's fine. But when the other team is killed your 10-point lead and now we're up by 6 and you come down and chuck a 3, come sit down next to me. At least for a second.
That's fine. That's fine.
But he's been great. Other than that, he's been great.
Yeah.
He really
The best
has,
backup.
man.
This is the best backup Embiid has had since. I mean, I guess Al Horford was okay, but Drummond's been like the best backup that he's had.
Yeah, it's been good. Hopefully he can keep it up. Sixers next in action in the NBA Cup coming up later this week. We'll be back to, what'd you say, Noah?
Paul Reed.
Paul Reed making his return. Maybe is that game in Philly? Making his return.
No.
He played in Philly already.
No. I was talking about.
I think that game's in Detroit.
You guys said the best backup.
Yeah, that game's in Detroit.
No.
All right, maybe Paul Reed.
You guys were talking about the best backup Embiid ever had.
No, I'm sorry, Noah. It's time to go to sleep.
I think Drummond.
It's time for you to go to sleep, Noah.
Well, on that note, fellas, we'll wrap up this episode of Cheesesteaks and Takes. Definitely sound like we're all a little bit tired, so we'll end here, guys. But we'll be back to recap the Sixers NBA Cup game in their next matchup and to recap Eagles Lions on Sunday night. Should be a great game. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow us on social media, interact with our polls, let us know what you think, and stay tuned for more content.
Peace.